What's up, guys? Welcome back to Matt Brown Vlogs, and in this video we're going to be comparing old molds to the brand new molds. So let's roll that intro. I was able to gather a couple photos of the older molds and some of the newer ones. I do have some of the new figures, but I didn't think it'd be valuable to show off the new one when we're just showing a picture of the old figure. So make sure you guys smash like, smash the subscribe button, stay to the end of the video, and we will be comparing an old mold and a new mold of a particular figure that I do have both of, shockingly. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into it and start comparing these off here. First ones that we will be comparing here are the figures of the band Kiss from the Rocks line. So in the photo here you can see that the ones on the bottom are the original molds, which came back out in, oh man, 2011, 2012, 13ish, around that era. The ones at the top there just came out I think last year. So definitely a lot more detail in the newer ones than the original. Some of the older ones I like more than the original. I like the Gene Simmons more than the original, just because there's a lot more detail into it with the flame, the torch that he's holding there and his tongue sticking out, and outfits that they wear on stage that are pretty detailed. In regards to the Catman, you can see that they've also included the drum set, which they didn't do that back then at all. Even if you look into like the instruments, the detail, like they started adding like each individual string, and they got your buttons on there, or the knobs on there too. So it's really cool to see the progress over the years on releasing these. Okay, let's move on to the next one we got here. So we got the older Big Bang Theory figurines here. We got Howard, Amy, Sheldon, Leonard, Raj, Penny, and Bernadette. If we just compare these to the newer ones, now mind you, there are some different characters here, and their poses are a bit different than the older ones. It's still the same person, just a different mold that they used. Let's compare. Well, you can tell right away that they're completely have been redone for the newer looking pops. But if you look at Sheldon, you can tell right in like with the hairline, they were able to get like the flow of the hair. And that goes for all of them too, right? You can see each and every like the wave of hair there, and where some of they don't have hair. But overall, it's really cool. Now that Funko's able to make more figures with more detail, they have been doing them for a long time. They're able to add more details on how they really should be looking, right? Some of them I like, some of them I don't like. I personally like the older Big Bang Theory, just because it looks more like original to an actual pop than for, say, the newer ones, right? Overall, each wave here is really nice looking, as well as the boxes too. You can tell they add a lot more detail in the box as well. And also on a side note here, you can see the numbers and the television line. Both are from the television line. It's both a TV show. They start at all the way back to number 11, and now with this line here, their largest one is 782. So yeah, definitely a huge gap there between releases. But overall, these figures are the best for the older version, my opinion. Next one we're going to be comparing. So these are the Annabelle figures. So the first one you have, actually I do have these, so they're not super old. Let me just pull these down. I just gotta find them where they are. There they are. Give me 1 second. You can see them up close and personal here, but we'll do a 360 spin and you can see the actual differences. Not too much of a difference. I mean, you can only do so much with Annabelle, of course. So even though the figures were released 2 years apart, they're still number 469 in the movie line. The one on the left here, you have the original. It's under the movie The Conjuring, but you got the blue eyes, you got the glass eye that was shattered, and it's her in her dress, and she has a couple of the markings on her face. The one on the right here from Annabelle Creation is like a cleaned up version of the Annabelle. No shattered eye. That's pretty much about it. I guess they did that because in the actual movie, when it was created, the doll itself wasn't not necessarily destroyed, but it's been through a lot of things there. So that kind of makes sense. So it's not really for say a newer one. It was just released on the actual movie, on how the movie went the way it did. That's the design of the pop, but the first one was released before the creation one. So these are them here. And in the back, we'll show you a little bit more of what each movie is. There's also 2 other ones, but I've already showed them off in previous videos there. So not necessarily an older mold released prior to the other figure there. Just gonna put these back on the wall and we'll move on to the next figure. Next one up here, there's actually been 3 remakes, I guess, if you want to call it that. So the first one here we're going to start off with is the blue box that is the Disney store for Buzz Lightyear. The second one you have is the white box there just of Toy Story. And the third one is Toy Story 4. So if you're comparing these, you can definitely see a change prior to when it was first released all the way up until the Toy Story 4. I personally really like the blue Disney Store one and then the Toy Story 4 one. They could have done without the white one there, but so we'll close that one out and we'll just compare the Toy Story 4 and the original. Now keep in mind too, there's a lot more other Buzz Lightyear figures. These are just the main 3. Just by looking at the swirl like on his chin there, huge difference in the detail, even with like the eyebrows. And the original one has him just standing there. Like, it's cool to see that they're able to like put him in like a flying pose and have him like jumping up in the air. It's pretty sweet to see. Like, there's actually movement behind the pop, as it kind of looks like it's more action to the figure, which is really cool. Overall, the suit itself looks like you got like kind of a light vibe with the Buzz Lightyear logo in the center there, kind of lighting up, as to where the original doesn't. And even too, like, it even has like the knee pads and the original does not. Overall, both are great figures. I really would like the Buzz Lightyear one sometime, but we will see. All right, so we're halfway through. We got 4 left here. Next one up here, we're going to be comparing the original Purple Haze, which is the first one in the Rocks line, which is portraying the one and only Jimi Hendrix, as well as the second one here is 54 in the Rocks line, and it is Jimi Hendrix. Now, keep in mind, there's also other ones of them, but these are the oldest and the newest that we'll be looking at. So right off the bat, you can see the instrument is different, as we covered in before with the Kiss figures. It's kind of similar, right? The headband, it's instead of it being at the front, it's at the back, but the detail itself is still there. A lot more detail in the hair for sure this time around. It's hard to tell, but I think they try to make him hold a guitar pick in the original, but you can clearly see it in the newer one there. Like, you can actually have them holding like objects in their hand, right? Large objects, right? But I'm talking about like these smaller objects that they're holding in their hand. Even the ring too, I didn't even notice that they have a ring on the hand there, which is really cool. So yeah, huge difference in the figures here in detail. I obviously don't have a favorite out of them, right? Both of them are really amazing. And we're gonna move on to the next one here. Now this one is a night and day difference. So this one is the Sonic It's, I don't know when this one was released, but there's not much detail to him at all. Like, it's like they put a mold for the actual head and then just put like, I don't know, they try to make it look like hair, but it literally just looks like a ball of plastic. Oh my God! I'm pretty sure this one's super old. 2013. That's going for, they say, 140 US. So yeah, that's about right for that age of a pop. So yeah, 2013, these are, I guess, how pops looked back then. But the newer one here, you can clearly tell it's Sonic and he's holding the ring here. It's much more modern looking, as if you were to see him in like a movie or a TV show or a game for that matter. I don't know if I'd pick that old Sonic up. It doesn't even look like him in my opinion, but it's cool, right? I don't know. Leave a comment down below letting me know which, if you would pick up this original Sonic here or not, or even if you do have it. I don't think I would get that, but that is me. Next one up here, the pop is up for pre-order. I don't think you can get it until the end of August, but we do have the brand new Deluxe of Sam from Trick or Treat. So I'm showing you guys the original one, which I actually have right here. 2015 it was released in. So yeah, that is the original there. If I had the newer one, I'd compare it as well, but I do not. But what really stands out here is the detail on the burlap that he's wearing on his head there. Like, it's so detailed. Like, you can tell they did the same amount of detail in the original, but they still weren't able to get right down to each and every little like kind of like hole there. And even like the glare right from the suit that he's wearing too, it has a nice orange color to it. This one is too, it's more original, but I'm definitely gonna get this because it's a must. I think that's the second deluxe horror figure that they have. They also have the Elvira one as well too, which is just over there somewhere. But overall, both of these figures are amazing and must have if you're able to find it. I just noticed this too because this is the photo of the actual box art for it. The movie line, this one is number 1002. So I don't know if they have announced any 1000 or 1001, what they will be just yet, but this is technically the first one over 1000 in the movie line. And over 1000 in the television line, of course, was the brand new wave of the Office set, which we went over last week. All right, last but not least here is the part where, if you stay to the end of the video, we will show you the original and the new mold of the figure Boo. So give me 1 second here, it's just at the bottom. Different. This is the newer version, which was released, doesn't say. It's probably under the EB Game sticker there, but this is Boo here. One of the newer ones for sure. I don't think there's any other ones of her. That is her. It's really good detail on it. And the original Boo from series 2 here, which is the purple box of Boo. Just trying to get it to focus there for you. There it is. Not bad. And there's the side of the box. And the back of the box have the other originals from the set as well. So there's both there. Again, night and day difference. You can see on how much further Funko has progressed with creating and designing these figures from least amount of detail to most detail possible. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure you guys smash like, smash subscribe button. Let me know which one of these is your favorite that we've gone over. What is your oldest figure that you have? And what's your newest one? I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's this one or what my oldest figure is. Maybe it's the Jason. I'd have to check the Funko app. Yeah, it's one of those two. I'm for sure it is. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Bye!